Hello and a warm welcome to Federal's special program, Capital Beat. Bihar Minister Nitin Nabin was named the BJP's working president. And in fact, this amid the expectations of him eventually replacing JP Nadda, who had been heading the party since 2020. Now, Nabin brings a unique blend of experience, youth, party insiders have said, and at the age of 45, he's the youngest BJP chief ever. But already he also holds the distinction of being a five-time MLA and has acquired administrative experience handling ministerial portfolios as well. Now, what everyone says is that Nitin Nabin is someone who's very close to Amit Shah, and he almost cultivated the victory for BJP in Bihar. So that is point number one as far as the BJP's getting its new chief is concerned. But if you look at Uttar Pradesh, the way Pankaj Chaudhary has been made the state BJP president over there, and he also looks like Amit Shah's man. So this change of guard, and if you look at the picture in totality, does it or does it go to show that Amit Shah is trying to hold the reins of the party? Will the party will be fully under control, in control under Amit Shah? Joining me this evening is Amarnath Tiwari, who's a very senior journalist from The Hindu. He joins us from Patna. Thank you so much, Amarnath, for joining. We have Vivek Deshpande, senior journalist and political commentator. Thank you so much, Vivek, for joining. And I'll begin with Amarnath Tiwari. Nobody actually knew too much about Nitin Nabin, and all of a sudden he's become the BJP working president, and of course he's poised to become the president by next year. So, how did this all happen? Did you hear the murmurs during Bihar elections? What was it that you heard from the political corridors in Bihar?
Frankly, Nilu, there was no murmur at all about Nitin Nabin is going to be the national working president of the party, and it was all came as a shock yesterday evening for all of us, even the journalists. We were not knowing about it that he will be elevated to that position because, as you said earlier, that he was very close to Amit Shah. Even we were not knowing that the fact that he was close to Amit Shah. He is an organizational man. His father, Naveen Kishore Prasad Sinha, was seven-time party MLA from Patna West. And in 2006, when he died, all of a sudden, I know that time. I was a journalist at that time, working for a newspaper. So when the news came in, Nitin came into the picture, and he won the by-election in 2006 and became the first time partner. And after 2008 delimitation, that seat has come as Bakipur constituency, assembly constituency. And since then, he has been winning the poll. And this time, in 2025 assembly poll, Nitin Nabin had defeated his RJD rival Rekha Gupta from a huge margin, 51,000 votes. Top three huge margins in the state of Bihar. So he is known as an organizational man. He was earlier in Bharatiya Yuva Janata Party state president and then national general secretary. He was in charge in Chhattisgarh poll election and all that. So he was known to that. But we were not knowing that he will be elevated to such a high position all of a sudden.
So now he's become the working president of the BJP. But what do you think are the basic qualities? Now he's supposed to be, of course, the youngest BJP president at 45 years. He has administrative experience. Then he's also had an experience in governance. He's a grassroots man, like you said, that he's an organization man. Does it give a proper blend to the BJP? And again, that same question, that does it go to show that now the power is tilting towards more and more of Amit Shah rather than anyone else?
No, it is well known. It is a well-known fact that in BJP only the two persons holds the command, Amit Shah and Narendra Modi. Besides them, nobody knows what is happening in the party. And as far as my communication with other party leaders goes, they do not know what is happening in the party besides these two people. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. The elements which went in favor of Nitin Nabin might be his humbleness. He's very humble. Yesterday when I called up, he immediately picked up a phone that I congratulated him and he said, "Thank you, sir. Thank you." And he is a very humble man. He's a humble man. He's an organizational man, and the quality is that he comes from upper caste community. That was very surprising, and they are just 0.61% in the total population of the Bihar. They're 7.85 lakh out of total 13 crore population of Bihar. So this time BJP has broken that barrier also, that they only care for OBC, EBC and other leaders. They have gone beyond that. I mean, to give a message to the that he comes from the upper caste community. This particular Nitin Nabin, administrative acumen also, because he has been leaders in Nitish Kumar cabinet since long. He has holding different portfolios very successfully, and he is non-controversial. The thing is that he is non-controversial.
So that's one bit you are saying, that he's non-controversial. Vivek, I'll come to you. How do you see this picture in totality of Nitin Nabin now holding the reins of the BJP? And how will it change the scenario? I'll also come to the Uttar Pradesh bit a little later. But Nitin Nabin becoming the BJP chief, how would you look at it?
Yeah, Nilu, in a sense, it denotes status quo in BJP. I mean, status quo in the sense that it is the duo of Narendra Modi and Amit Shah who will continue to hold the reins of the party in their hands. Because here is a person, he is a novice, nobody knew about. Here is someone completely unheralded and actually restricted to a particular state. Is not even nationally known. I'm sure even 90% of the top BJP MPs and MLAs wouldn't be knowing who this guy is. And suddenly, all of a sudden, he becomes working president, and he would be talking to the entire spectrum of BJP leadership across the country as a guide or someone who actually holds a great deal of power. So, what happens in the aftermath of he actually taking over, and whether he transitions into the presidentship of the BJP, that is also to be seen, because we do not yet know whether this has been done with the consent of the RSS. Because for long we have been hearing that there has been a tussle between the BJP and the RSS over BJP president's post. That's why it was getting delayed, and Nadda has been getting those extensions time and again. So what eventually happened, nobody knows. Whether the RSS was in the loop when Mr. Nitin Nabin's name was finalized. Of course, he belongs to the ABVP, but he doesn't belong directly to the RSS. There are many people who have joined ABVP at the stage of their college education, and similar seems to be the case with this guy. But whether he is a grassroots RSS guy from the perspective of being a attendant in any RSS shakha, nobody knows. Perhaps he is not. He was directly into ABVP, and then from there he scaled up the ladder in the BJP. So whether the RSS was in the loop, because for all this while RSS was insisting on someone which is acceptable to it. So whether he is acceptable to the RSS, that one will have to wait and see. But I don't think the RSS. I mean, my suspicion is that RSS wasn't kept in the loop, and as such, maybe Amit Shah and Narendra Modi are just trying to sense what reaction they will get from within the party and from the RSS before they actually go ahead and make him the formal president of the BJP. So maybe for a while they will just judge within the party and within the Sangh Parivar how his appointment is taken by the entire Sangh Parivar at large, and then if they feel that mood is actually conducive to continuing him as working president, or probably they will promote him to the president's post within 2-3 next months. So whether that happens before the April elections in 4 states or after that, that one will have to wait and see. But they are just testing the waters. That is what I feel, Nilu.
One thing, Vivek, which one wants to understand at this point of time is that till a few months ago, people were discussing that BJP, I mean, Prime Minister Modi was wanting to have his man as the BJP chief, and there were reports of some kind of a tussle between RSS and the BJP. Now that there is a settlement, there is a finality about who the BJP president would be. So, what does it go to show as far as the negotiations or deliberations between Modi, Shah, and RSS are concerned? Have they settled for a formula or for an accepted thing that, okay, we'll go ahead with a working president like Nitin Nabin? What is the formula you think has been worked around? Or are we in a position to say that RSS has almost given up on this fight?
See, if they have decided to appoint him the president, the RSS has no option but to give it up. But they would continue to have some kind of a confrontation with the BJP over this, which we really don't get to know because they don't make their differences public. It's very rare for the RSS to make its displeasure with the BJP public. That has happened when Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Advani were at the helm of affairs, when we have seen the NDA government between 1999 and 2004, when the RSS chief publicly actually criticized them and said that they should now leave and make way for young blood. So that was the only time before we have seen the RSS expressing its displeasure. Now, in this case, whether RSS does that or RSS actually protests from within and tries to take it up with the BJP leadership without the outside world knowing about it, we don't know. But uh, even for the president's post as such, this time the RSS and BJP were never confronting in public. As recently as last week, I think the RSS chief had said at Chennai that the BJP president is entirely the party's choice, and we leave it to the party. That is what he effectively said in Chennai. But that is for the that is for the outside public. That is for the consumption of the people. From within, we know the BJP, the RSS has always had its way when it comes to appointment of BJP's president. Uh, Now, within the BJP, wasn't there any compromise candidate within the top leadership of the BJP? Wasn't there any compromise candidate? And why did the top BJP leadership, namely the two top leaders, Modi and Shah, decided to go for this particular person, who is not known to anyone outside Bihar, and even in Bihar, I don't know whether how many people know him. Maybe journalists and some, because he is an MLA for 5 times. So, but knowing him as a potential BJP president, I think even in Bihar, nobody had an inkling. As my colleague in Bihar is saying, nobody had an inkling about his being made BJP's working president. So, whether RSS was kept in the loop for such a huge, such a big appointment, I have my doubts. Maybe the top leadership of the BJP wants to give a shock treatment to the RSS, and it went ahead and appointed this guy, and is now just waiting for the reaction from within the party and outside, from the Sangh to this appointment, to finally decide whether they go ahead and make him the formal president of the party, as I previously said, Neelu. Yes.
So, Amarnath, now coming to the picture where Pankaj Chaudhary also has been appointed as the state BJP president in Uttar Pradesh. Here you have a Bihar man who is now the BJP chief. Uh, do you think that BJP somewhere down the line, it has got a proper blend of youth, experience, governance, everything is falling in place for the BJP? But has it been done clearly with an eye on West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh and also Bihar? And they have tried to, in a way, consolidate Bihar. They want to consolidate the gains which they have achieved in the Bihar victory, in a way.
No, I don't think so, because they have made this appointment or this nomination in keeping in view of the Bihar, because they have already done it in Bihar. One thing I have to say that yes, Nitin Nabin is very popular in
What do you
Bihar, and
think? What do you think made BJP choose someone like Nitin Nabin, and that too from Bihar? Because it does have a message that after an astounding victory in Bihar, if they come up with a BJP chief who's also from Bihar, then surely the party is trying to send a message.
yes, because BJP has been of late doing surprises to people. Like they have appointed Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra, Rekha Gupta as CM in Delhi. Nobody knew about them. So the BJP has been surprising people, and what I've come to know is that RSS has signed off. RSS was kept in loop in appointment of Nitin Nabin as a party national working president. Very senior functionary. I have come to know that thing of RSS had met Nitin Nabin during the Bihar Assembly poll, and they had a closed door meeting for half an hour at his residence. And the things were finalized at that time, but it has not come outside, because they're finalizing and they were discussing such and such topics and all. But without RSS, I don't think that they have. And the delay was this. The real cause for the delay was that there was not an agreement between RSS and BJP on this name or whatever it is. But yes, this time, on this day, RSS was kept in the loop. What I've come to know from a very senior functionary had met Nitin Nabin, and Nitin Nabin is, I mean, he was born in the year when BJP was born, 1980, I suppose. I guess that 1980 both. BJP had come into existence, and Nitin Nabin both. So BJP has given a message by nominating Nitin Nabin as national working president that yes, we can surprise people, and we will surprise people as they have been doing it for the last 10 years. But yes, the real challenge for Nitin Nabin is coming up assembly elections in West Bengal and Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Assam, and whatever it is. But his organizational skills are, I think, his biggest assets.
No, but organizational skills, of course, they must be good in Bihar, and which is why BJP has won. BJP and both Amit Shah and Mr. Modi depended on him quite a bit. But the point is that if now he has to function as a BJP chief, he has to deliver West Bengal for the BJP, he has to deliver Uttar Pradesh, he has to deliver other states for BJP. Will he be able to do that? His organizational skill is fine, but the same organizational skill he had for Bihar, is it going to work for states like West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh also?
We all know, Neelu, that the state presidents or the national president, they do not have to do anything. I mean, who is JDU working president? Sanjay Jha. Does he know anything about other states? And no. Every decision has been taken by the Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. So every decision in BJP is being taken by these two people, Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. They have just to avoid, they just communicate their decisions to the president, party president. What was Nadda's achievement as a party president in any other states? I don't think so, because without any consent of these two top leadership, he has been able to, and he also comes from Bihar. I mean, he was brought up in Bihar, not only born, but he was brought up in Patna, JP Nadda. So, I mean, every party president has to abide by the words, by the decisions of the party leader, like Nitish Kumar, like Lalu Prasad Yadav, like BJP, and like Congress, in Congress party as well. I mean, they have to just abide by the words and decisions of the party leaders.
Right. Vivek, so how would you see the things as far as the control factor in the BJP is concerned? Will Amit Shah have more control, or will Amit Shah now, because Amit Shah also has prime ministerial ambitions, they are not hidden, and is it some kind of a succession war also which is playing out within the party? Because recently, and I think you were there on that day on my show, where we discussed that and in Chennai, Mohan Bhagwat, the RSS chief, had said that now who after Modi? That's a question which is going to be addressed by Modi and the party himself. So is this a template we are seeing being played out in terms of a succession plan also?
I don't know what is their succession plan, whether Mr. Modi is likely to leave the scene anytime soon, until unless something absolutely unexpected happens. But as far as we all know and understand, Mr. Modi is here to stay. And as far as Mr. Shah's prime ministerial ambitions are concerned, he may be having this ambition, and it's absolutely fine for him to have that ambition, because he has led the party to such stunning victories everywhere, including the national elections and state elections. So he is the main strategist of the party, and who's steering party to victory. But his success has not come without Modi's personality cult. It is Modi's overwhelming personality cult which is seeing the BJP through every election and every crisis. So Amit Shah knows it too well that without Narendra Modi's aura and Narendra Modi's persona, it is absolutely impossible for the BJP to get the kind of success that it is getting over the last so many years. So he knows his limitations very well. Of course, he has ambitions, but I think he knows that he will have to wait for a long time before his prime ministerial ambitions come true. And as long as Modi is there, he will have to depend on Modi for that success, because Mr. Modi doesn't need Amit Shah as much as Mr. Amit Shah needs Modi for those victories. So clearly the balance is tilted still very heavily in Mr. Modi's favor, and any new president coming to fore doesn't make any difference as far as that dynamics between Narendra Modi and Amit Shah is concerned. Of course, there will be some there will be some unease within the party, because here is a 45-year-old person who will now uh, talk down to perhaps some people in the some top leaders in the BJP who are in their 60s and 70s and 80s, and he will dictate terms to them on behalf of course, Mr. Modi and Shah. But that will not, how kindly that will be taken by all those people, including some rebellious persons like Mr. Nitin Gadkari. So he's known to be rebelling against Narendra Modi for a long time. So whether that will be liked by some people in the party, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it will be a welcome situation for many of them, if not most of them.
Okay,
Uh,
so
and I
important
and I
point.
still and I still feel that RSS has been given a surprise by the BJP. Many BJP leaders would say that RSS was kept in the loop, but that has to come from the RSS. I mean, some RSS top person has to say that yes, we were taken in confidence, we completely support it. If there is no reaction from the RSS over the next, say, about a month or two on this appointment, if the RSS chief or the RSS doesn't choose to say anything about this, even obliquely, then it would mean that the RSS was not kept in the loop. So we will have to wait and see how the dynamics between the BJP and the RSS works. We know how the dynamics between Modi and Amit Shah works, but how the dynamics between BJP and RSS works in the next few months, we will have to wait and see to judge whether this is we as a consensus choice, and that the party is completely completely at comfort with his appointment as the working president, and he might go on to become the formal president of the BJP in the days to come, Nilu.
Right, but Amarnath, what is it that you're hearing after his name has been declared as the working president? Are the BJP, the ranks within the BJP very happy over his elevation, or are you also hearing of any kind of disgruntlement that he's too young, and why has he been chosen? Have you heard voices like this as well?
Nilu, before I go into your question, answering your question, I would like to add one thing, that one development has taken place, that the BJP has changed its state president as well in Bihar. Sanjay Saraugi, the MLA from Darbhanga, he has been appointed as the BJP state president instead of Dilip Jaiswal, who was. But yes, talking about the leaders, about after this elevation of Nitin Nabin as national working president of the party, the body language of some of the top leaders were telling some different story, but they have to, they cannot go on record to say that they are displeased, or they are not happy with this decision. But their body language was that they had become very reserved, and they were not, and they were choosing every word in and their reactions on everything.
Okay.
So, but he has become national working president of the party, and now all the leaders have to follow him and do all the paraphernalia or all the follow-ups, what they have been doing it. Since
Right.
years.
All right, so we'll have to wait and watch what happens. I think Vivek wants to make a point, and then I'll
Nilu,
close up. Yes, Vivek.
Nilu, we have to understand one thing, that appointing a completely unheralded person as as a BJP chief in a state, or the BJP's chief minister in a state, but making someone like Nitin Nabin the president of the party as a whole, the national president or national working president, is a completely different ballgame. I mean, you cannot compare it with someone like Mohan Yadav being made Madhya Pradesh chief minister, or some person in Rajasthan being made the chief minister there, who was not known to anyone, one time MLA, some Sharma or someone. So even now, it's very difficult to recollect his name. So it's a different thing when it is restricted to a particular state. But while choosing the national working president, I don't think the same shock treatment can actually work to the same effect as it does in a particular state. Yeah.
All right, so we'll have to see how things unfold and after he takes over. And yes, the biggest question is, can he deliver West Bengal? Can he deliver Uttar Pradesh? What about his organizational skills? And what if he doesn't deliver? Is that at this particular one period, will he be put on test? That's also another question. Thank you so much, Amarnath Tiwari and Vivek Deshpande, for
Thank
joining on the Federal. Thank
thank
you.
you, Neelu, for